trapped in my mind. Sorry if I don't take the time to feel the way I do. 'Cause the first day you came into my life, my time ticks around you. But then I need your voice as a key to unlock all the love that's trapped in me.
Everybody
So
gets
tell
walked.
me when it's time to say I love you.
Come here. Yahtzee!
All I want is you to understand that when I take your hand, it's 'cause I want to. We are born in a world of doubt, but there's no doubt I figured out I love you. And I feel lonely for all the losers that will never take the time to say what's really on their mind. Instead, they just hide away. Yet they'll never have someone like you to guide them or help along the way, or tell them when it's time to say I love you. So tell me when it's time to say I love you. and more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
As family and friends of this couple, do you support and affirm the love that Rebecca and Brian share for each other? Will you support them in the days and the years to come with your thoughts, with your hope and prayers? If so, answer, we will. We will. Please be seated. Hannah, I cannot tell you how much I mean this. From the very beginning, when I first got the phone call, what was I doing on this day in November, and could I possibly do this wedding? From that very first opening phone call, you have been a part of that. And the importance that you are to your mom and to Brian. And they want you to know they never ever lose sight of the beautiful gift that you are to their lives. As I will never forget the beautiful gift you are to all of us. So, hearing that, I ask you now this question. Hannah, will you do all that you can to make the home in which you live a place of love, a place of joy, and a place filled with that smile you so beautifully wear? If so, answer, I promise. Everyone dry your tears. We have some readings that will be offered at this time. The first one offered by Jim Manning. People have come from different places, but have found a life and a home and a love to share. Ruth writes, entreat me not to leave you or to keep me from following you. Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I shall lodge. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. And may God choose to do with me that which God chooses to do with you. I tell you, every time I stand before a couple on their wedding day, I wonder, what can I possibly say? What can I possibly tell you that will bring joy, the assurance of laughter in all the days and the years to come? You met at an opening day baseball game. I try to think of something about that had some meaning. It was the Mets and the Reds, so I have nothing to say about that. But I will tell you this. All that I believe to be true, all that I have learned in my own life is this. There's only one way to assure you that the days to come will be filled with the laughter of your loving hearts. And that is this, Brian and Rebecca. If you love enough, the good things of life will come your way. But what does that mean? It means forming a bond between yourselves that time and distance and disagreement can never harm. You will not always be this close to each other. You will not always agree on everything. And the days will follow one after the other. But if every day when you awake, you look upon the one you love, and you remember the joy that you found at that first meeting, the friendship that grew with time and passion to a love that brought you here, if you remember all of those experiences, no matter the distance, no matter the disagreement, no matter how many days, months, and years pass, your hearts will beat as one. Loving enough means that you understand. It is not marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Also this, loving enough means that you speak when your lover needs to listen. It's also knowing there comes a time to listen when the one you love needs to speak. And perhaps most importantly, it's having this trust and the strength of your love and relationship that you will have the strength and the capacity to not only forgive, more importantly, to forget and to let go. The worst thing we say to the people we love is, I forgive you, but I'll never forget what you said or what you did. In married life, deeds will be done that are foolish. Words will be said in haste or in anger that you wish you could return. So I tell you, love enough, trust enough in this relationship to not only forgive, but also to let go. To let go. On the day when you were born, Brian, on the day when you first drew breath, Rebecca, God gave to this earth two very special, two very unique, and dare I say, two very sacred souls. And when marriage is right, when marriage has integrity within it, if marriage is what God intends for it to be, it does not extinguish that individual. It celebrates the individual. It enhances the individual, that you might shine brighter than you could ever shine on your own. The poet Gibran writes, be like the strings of a lute. They're alone, yet they quiver with the same music. You two have such beautiful music together. Celebrate that gift that you are. Celebrate the gift that is the one you love. Don't try to change each other. At best, you'll end up with a stranger. But always remember this. It is that beautiful combination of strengths and frailties that make you who you are. The person, the one you love, fell in love with. Why would you ever want to change that? So celebrate each and every day. Celebrate the three of this love, this family, and know this to be true above all else. God loves you more than you can possibly imagine. And we are to reflect that love with each other. You are a wonderful reflection of that love. And if it is now your intention to become wife and husband, I invite you to face each other to offer your wedding vows. I want you to hear them, repeat them, but most importantly, live these words. They will be as strong or as weak as the Spirit that gives them voice. I, Brian, promise to love you, and cherish you, with all of my heart. To listen to your words, both spoken and unspoken, to trust you always, to be faithful to you. I promise to share my life with you, my hopes, my dreams, my laughter and tears, to call you friend. To this I pledge my love. I, Rebecca, promise to love you and cherish you with all of my heart. To listen to your words, both spoken and unspoken. To trust you always. To be faithful to you. I promise to share my life with you. My hopes, my dreams, my laughter and tears. To call you friend. To this I pledge my love. What token and pledge do you offer that you will fulfill these vows? Brian and Rebecca and Hannah. These are your wedding bands. The unbroken nature of the band is symbolic of the unbroken nature of God's love for you. We also hope and pray they're symbolic of the unbroken nature of your love for each other. Every morning when you awake, gaze upon your left hand. Find these rings thereupon. Remember the love that brought you here. The words you are sharing. If you remember these things, these rings will serve you well. With this ring, as a symbol of my constant faith and abiding love, I thee wed. Rebecca, will you accept this ring as a gift of love? With this ring, as a symbol of my constant faith and abiding love, I thee wed. Brian, will you accept this ring as a gift of love? Let us pray. Most gracious God, eternal God, shower your continued blessings upon this family. When they need strength, may they find yours within their love for each other. When they need patience, may they find it in your grace. When they need clarity of vision and direction, may they follow your leading. And we would ask once again that you bless their home, bless all those who may dwell within it or visit it, that they will find a place filled with the harmony of love and joy and faith. For this we pray. Amen. Amen. I think the best thing I can say about this couple happened because I forgot about a meeting I was to have with them. And I got in my car as I got this phone call, "We're here, where are you?" And I broke every speed limit, I broke every law getting to there, but the important thing that tells me everything about who you are is the way you greeted me when I finally walked in the restaurant. You greeted me with joy, you greeted me with openness and forgiveness in your heart. That does tell me everything I need to know about the good souls that now stand before me. Now we have two traditions before we seal this covenant with one last tradition. The first one is the tradition of the wedding candle. Now many of you have seen this in many of the weddings. Usually when you see it, once the couple lights their single wedding candle, they blow out their individual candle. I told them if they do that, I swear to the Lord, I'll make them relight it. Marriage is not meant to extinguish each of their lights, but rather allow each of their light to shine brighter than they could ever shine on their own. And especially this day, we add a third candle because of Hannah, that it is more than a couple being married. A family is being celebrated. So Rebecca and Hannah will use the one candle, and Brian will use the others. Will use the other to light their single marriage candle to celebrate the union of their hearts and their spirits together. Tradition of the marriage cup. For more than 3,000 years, a couple on their wedding day have shared a marriage cup. This cup of happiness is to be symbolic, made all the sweeter by the sharing. If difficulties come, they will be made easier by the sharing. I give to you on this, the day of your wedding, this marriage cup. You've never been that slow to drink from a cup? Brian, Rebecca, I cannot tell you the honor you have given me to ask me to be a part of this most important day in your life together. So it is with absolute joy I invite you now to seal this covenant of marriage with one last tradition. That is the kiss. My friends, it is my absolute honor and joy to present to you Brian, Rebecca, and Hannah, husband, wife, and daughter. Thank you all for witnessing this great celebration.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side.
Hi, Brian and Becky. Love you guys. Best wishes. I'm so excited.
Cause I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed.
Congratulations on your big day. Everything looks beautiful. So happy to be here with you guys today. Mwah, love you.
Now
Join me in welcoming groomsman Peter Gillespie, escorting bridesmaid Kayleen White. Now welcome groomsman Alan Nix, escorting bridesmaid Sky Roberts. Welcome groomsman Joey Hayrow, escorting bridesmaid and daughter of the bride, Anna Gross. Show some love for best man John Welch, escorting maid of honor Tracy Gross. At this time, I would ask all who are able to please rise to your feet.
That was epic.
It is now my proud honor to be the second person to introduce to you today, Mr. and Mrs. Brian Manning. Yes, you may be seated.
Slow down, we've got time left to be lazy. All the kids are just out in the garden. I don't care to beg your pardon. We should live until we die. We were barely 18 when we crossed collective heart. It was cold, but it got warm when you barely crossed my eye. And the time put out your hand, and you asked me to dance. I knew nothing of romance, but it was love at second sight. I swear when I grow up, just by the road, I'll buy the flower shop, and you will never be lonely. Even if the sun stopped waking up over the fields, I will not leave, I will not leave till it's all time. So just take my hand, you know that I will never leave your side. It was the winter of '86, all the fields had frozen over, so we moved to Arizona to save our only son. Now he's turned into a man, though he thinks just like his mother. He believes we're all just lovers. He sees hope in everyone, and even though she moved away, we always get calls from our daughter. She has eyes just like her father. swore you'd be here till we decide that it's our time, but it's not time. You never quit in all your life. So just take my hand, you know that I will never leave your side. You're the love of my life, you know that I will never leave your side.
Now that's how you do a first dance. Give them a hand.
That kind of counted. Come on,
Little bit more. Come on. Yeah.
Tonight we share the joy and the beauty of this ceremony. The joy that they give to you in their celebration of love. And in the years to come, whether they see you in a month, a year, or years down the line, may you open their homes to the same joy that we have tonight. And may the good Lord bless all this food and all this great company. Amen.
Amen.
So Becky and I have been friends for over 25 years. And if Becky, to put that in perspective, Brian, you were probably in preschool. Just so we know where we are around that.
Brian was in preschool.
If Becky were to write a speech for me, and I know it would have been done 3 months ago, it would have been pretty sappy, and there would have been a brainstorming session, an outline, maybe 3 rough drafts, and then it would have been timed. But that's not really my style. So I wrote some notes down this morning. In the long time that Becky and I have been together, we've been through a few eras. There was, the spend every day on the phone watching television for some reason, but we did that. And the flannel shirt era. Yes. And we even developed our own language, which I don't know if anyone would understand the significance of ARBs or CDs or Little Red Hen references, but Becky will know what I'm talking about. In this New Year's Eve of 1995, I'm sure Becky will remember that we spent a New Year's Eve going back and forth from 2 houses, probably 4 times, because I thought it was a good idea to have 2 boyfriends that year. And I think that only a best friend can go there with you and really take that plunge for you. So obviously that didn't work out so well for me, but we have been through the Goldschlager era, which we call college. But also some wonderful things and horrible things. We've been through injuries and illnesses and deaths in the family, careers and marriages, children, not all in the same order that we chose, but we made it there. But there are a few things that I've learned that I'm going to share with you, Brian, that will keep Becky going for the years. Because after a long time, you learn a lot about a person. You need to have milk, Captain Morgan's, or Diet Coke. at the house at all times. There also needs to be ranch dressing, because she will put that on anything. So, just don't get any ideas, but anything. And since we were 9, Becky, if you know Becky well, you know she has a little bit of an OCD problem. So if you pretend to be asleep for a little bit longer, your room will get clean. If she is mad, the whole house will get clean. You need to make lists. You don't need to do a single thing on the list. You just need to make them. You can even make lists about making lists. And the last thing that I've learned is in over 25 years, you learn a lot of dirt on someone. I have secret after secret that Becky probably doesn't want me to share. So I won't, because we have that best friend code. But you guys have an open bar. So find me in a little bit. Cheers.
Hello, everyone. First off, I just got to say how awesome it is to be standing up here. Back in 2009, I had flown into it for a trip in Cincinnati the day after Brian and Becky first met, and I got to be there at the very beginning of their relationship, and to be standing here today and see everything come around full circle is it's truly amazing. Becky, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. And I think everyone here will agree with me when I say that today is a sad day for all single men out there. Because another beautiful woman is off the market. And I think also all the single ladies will agree with me when I say that today is just another Saturday. But in all seriousness, there does come a time in everyone's life when they find that special someone, their one true love, the person that's going to take care of them for the rest of their lives. And that moment for Brian came 22 years ago when he met me. But even after 22 years, we still experience things for the first time that surprise us. For instance, today, for the first time in 22 years, Brian is wearing an ironed shirt. At least it was iron when he put it on this morning. Also, for the first time in 22 years, we are not operating on what is commonly known as Manning time. If we were, Becky would still be waiting for Brian at the altar. But most importantly, in 22 years, I've never seen my best friend happier, and I couldn't be happier for him. Just think, if you didn't know all the U.S. presidents and U.S. capitals and got skipped first grade, we would have never been friends. But growing up, the thing that bonded me and Brian immediately were two things. Our love for the almost 2015 World Series champion New York Mets. And backyard wiffle ball, which we played day after day in John and Evelyn's backyard. We kept stats all the way up through high school, and then we went off to college, and then eventually, sometimes you lose touch with somebody. But after graduation, we got the band back together. We haven't skipped a beat ever since. This is truly an honor for me to have the opportunity to talk about someone who's more than just a friend. He's the brother I never had and always wanted. His parents, John and Evelyn, are two of the most wonderful people that I've ever had the pleasure to meet. And when you talk to Brian, you know why he's such a great person. In fact, I can't really think of anybody that had anything bad to say about Brian. Maybe I didn't talk to enough people. But John and Evelyn, I love you guys. Tonight will definitely be a night to remember. And if anybody missed anything, don't worry. It will be in the 21st edition of the Manning Family Newsletter that you receive in January. My holiday season is not complete until this thing comes in the mail. It comes with a family photo with every paid subscription. So, if anybody who is not on the mailing list would like to be, just make a small donation to Evelyn Those proceeds will be used to help Brian from stop losing any more hair. So, when I wrote the speech, I wanted to be able to capture Brian's love for Becky. It wasn't just about laughing at his expense, although we can agree it's quite funny. So I thought I would quote a song, not sing. One of Brian's personal favorites, because we all know how much he loves the karaoke. So, I don't have a voice.
Sing it.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me. Touching you, God, you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. So with that, if everybody would raise their glasses, as I have the honor to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, the LaMalfa Center proudly brings to you the brand new Mr. and Mrs. of the World, Brian, Becky, Mr. and Mrs. Manning.
Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. You come close to selling out, reconsider.
Becky is joining in with her father-in-law for this special dance.
And the moon is the only light we see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky we look upon
They have together. At this time, I would ask all married couples who are able, please make their way to the dance floor.
Oh, we lost John.
Less than 37. Less than 39. Less than 40. Come on, everybody, you can make some noise.
Go!
Less than 42. They're still not looking at me. Less than 44. Less than 45. I'm running out of breath. Less than 47. Less than 49 years.
That's something to shoot for, boys.
Less than 50 years. 51. How many years has it been for the two of you? 57. I still would have been there. The song would have ran out. Give it a hand.
Now watch me whip, now watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Now watch me, 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 now I be Superman. Now I be yours. Now I be Superman. Now I be yours. Now I be Superman. Now I be yours. Now I be Superman. Now I be
Oh man, I don't know the Harlem Shake anymore.
better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future's open wide. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. 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 I'll stop the world and melt with you.
My love is to the end of time. Time. My love is to the end of time. This magic moment, so different and so new, but like any other. Until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, yes. By the look in your eyes, sweeter than wine, and softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever I hold you tight, this magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever. Forever till the end of time. Oh, time. Oh, time. My love is to the end of time. Time. My love is to the end of time. This magic moment, so different and so new, but like any other. Until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, yes. By the look in your eyes, sweeter than wine, and softer than the summer night. Everything I want,